Hey, this is Jim Burdumy with Elite Core Fitness, and I started making my own sandbag, and it's a great conditioning tool, great for working out, easy to use, and they're easy to make too, but I ran into a couple snags and I figured out how to do it the right way, so I wanted to share that with you. So let's check it out. All right, so this is what I started off with. Started off with getting some freezer Ziploc bags, and I filled them with this pea gravel. So I went to Home Depot, got a whole 47-pound bag of pea gravel. It was like $4, and I packed them into these freezer bags, wrapped them with duct tape, and they basically came out looking like this. Okay, so this is pretty solid. Okay, and it's really packed and dense. And one of the benefits of having a sandbag is that it moves around a little bit, kind of like this, right? It'll move around, because if you want to throw it over your shoulder, it can move around and the weight isn't completely evenly distributed. So when I put it, just took one of my, doesn't have to be anything expensive. I have these Elite Core Fitness duffel bags that I make for my clients as gifts and things like that. So basically, when I put this in there, try to stack them all up, it's like having a ton of bricks hit your shoulder if you're going to be doing like a clean with it, having shoulder carries or whatever it is. So when you have 4 of them in there, they're not able to move around. It's just solid. So I figured, well, that's not really good. It didn't feel that great when I was using it. So I said, well, let me figure out what else I can do. So I took these trash bags, and they're like the stretchy ones, and then I wrapped it up like this. So I had it like this, where I just kind of let everything sink to the bottom, and then I wrapped it up this way. Sorry, I'm doing this with one hand. Wrapped it up this way, kind of made a tube like that, and then you just get your duct tape and you start duct taping them. So this is what I ended up with. You see, this is a lot more flexible. You can move around. You pick it up, it'll sink to the bottom. Okay, so it's not as solid. So this way, when you put it in there, and you can stack a couple next to each other, and they're more like tubes now instead of like a brick. So when you put them in there, they're able to move around easier, and then you just use some filler. So I just took some packaging stuff that I had, like this. It's bubble wrap, but it's not connected, so you can't pop it if you squeeze it, because its cavity's all open, so the air just distributes and gets more air up here when you push down. So this would be something that you could easily just take, stuff in the bag, just to use it as a filler, so you don't have as much room, because if you're only doing, these are about 11 pounds a piece. So if I have someone who's not able to do the full 47 pounds, then you could just put one of them in here, you could put 2 of them in here, and then you can use something like this, or a towel, or some old sheets or something like that to take up the space. So I have about 4 of these, so I use them. So this is pretty much what I wanted to show you. If you're gonna do it, try not to pack it too tight. Try to make it a little bit looser, kind of like this, where you can still have some give to it. Put them in a duffel bag, use some duct tape, very cheap. Like I said, the pea gravel was about $4 for that whole bag at like Home Depot or Lowe's. You get some duct tape, some trash bags, and a duffel bag if you have one laying around, and that's it. So I hope this video helps you. Again, sandbags are a great conditioning tool. They're easy to use. You can take them anywhere. You can bring them up in your living room. You can throw them in the trunk of your car, so you can work out virtually anywhere with them. And you can get a great overall full body workout with them. So I hope this inspired you to make your own equipment. Some things are just easy to make. Some things are better to just go out and buy, but instead of going and spending $100 on a professional sandbag, you can easily do this for probably the cost of, I don't know, $10 total, maybe even less if you already have an old duffel bag laying around. So if you have any questions or comments, leave them below, and until the next video, have a good one.